Hello, brothers and sisters. How are you today? It's a beautiful Monday. Thank you for tuning in. If you joined this message, my messages come from the universal God, and I teach you spirit, I teach you abundance, I teach you love, peace, and joy and happiness, and I teach you messages from the universal God that He gives me to give to the people. So thank you for tuning in. If you can read, actually today's topic, Age of Aquarius, many rewards, old versus new world, law of attraction. If you can today, read First Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. First Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. For the Spirit says, in the last times, people will abandon their faith, follow deceiving spirits, and worship demons. That's the word of God. That's not me. So why are not people still in the old world not woken? I just read you the word. So always go to your word of God first before going to other people, because people don't go to the word of God. How you work as a mankind being is in your word of God. All the answers are there. Still hearing truth, people. I don't know why the people won't. I just read you the word of God. It says in the end times, people will follow bad spirits and also demons. Let me give you some quick news that's going on. Let's get that out the way. There was a big explosion over the weekend. So we want to thank God that no one died that I heard of. But everything is a test and a warning. So maybe that was awakening for some. But yeah, it was a big explosion. Let's see what else. COVID. Actually, Black Lives Matter does a demonstration over in Candyland with the kids and the cancer patients. So there's the demons that I just talked about and the evil spirits, people following. Because the Word of God doesn't mention colors, doesn't mention races. It just says children of God. So it's the false, deceiving spirits. We are all children of God. When you go to the next dimension after this, you'll see come on, this world taught you that maritime division of colors. Oh, let's go to the division thing. One thing with sports, what do they all do? They have divisions. So they teaching you there, division. I'm better than you. You only win against yourself. The only battle in life is yourself, which is your ego and your flesh, not your spirit. Simply give yourself to your spirit and follow the universal God or your creator, and you good. But that's the dangers of the sports. It taught us and then while we're watching sports, they dumbing us down. We don't watch the laws pass. Then we wonder what happened. Because you give away a whole paycheck going to sports games. You gain no knowledge. You gain no wisdom. You gain no understanding of you as a spiritual being. But then you say your team won. Where's your check? You get no paycheck. Then you say, we won the championship. Where's your trophy? Where's your ring? Welcome to the indoctrination of the maritime land. That's the old, some people still stuck in that old world. They have not joined the new world. The new world probably eventually will be no sports. For what purpose? It doesn't teach us, it's teaching you division. It says it, divisions. Yeah, COVID relief bill. So, boy, law of attraction, what you think you attract. So, watch your reactions when you hear the COVID relief bills. So, when you type a comment, that's a law. That's your law. It's one thing to say it and believe, then you write in a negative comment. Did anybody get to read the COVID relief bill that Donald Trump passed? All I heard him say was news coming later. Him himself didn't say anything. But what did people do? A lot of them, they went right on the media. You've been warned time and time again. You keep running to media, which is on the television. And for those of you that say, oh, you don't, I'm gonna ask a few questions. Does the media teach you anything of yourself, how you work, or the universal God? Do they teach you the word of God in the news? Do they do any of the 10 commandments? Remember, bear false witness, that's 9. So Operation Mockingbird. And also, do they tell you about your immune system, and they know that your immune system is how you work with your healing? Notice I don't say health, I say healing. Do they talk negative about people on the media? I mean, not in the media. Does media always talking negative about people? Is there ever any good news? What does God say? He wants us peace, love, joy, happiness, to forgive. But so why do you watch? Also, the thing with media, you're supposed to walk by faith, not by sight. So this is all part of the law of attraction too. So when you turn on the media, that means you have no faith. Because that means you don't want to take control of your life. You're letting someone MK Ultra you to learn what they want you to learn. But that's not how God told us to work. We are gods of the Most High. Psalms 82, 1 through 6. John 10:34. You're supposed to take control of your life. First thing you're supposed to do is your prayer and your meditation. Do your meditation in silence to clear out everything from your mind, and go on about your day. And then think nothing but love and how you want the world to become. Everything comes that way. Work on yourself to improve. So back to the Donald Trump. When I went on Facebook to look at the Donald Trump tweet, and he just said COVID relief bill for Americans, and he said details coming later. I did not see a copy of the bill myself. So people commenting, but I don't know how much. I don't know if it's 600 or 2, whatever it is. So a lot of people say, "Oh, well, he's giving money. He's going to go ahead and still give money to the people not in America." But look at the bigger picture. Did you see the actual bill? So I want to see the actual bill myself that Congress passed. I want to see it before I comment. That's what we're supposed to do now. We're supposed to be our own news. And also, let's look at a bigger picture. Look at all the people unemployed that would have still not would not be getting unemployment checks had he not signed it. Some people right now are very hungry. They don't have any financial money, so they really needed it. Also, it's a new world, If whether you need, maybe you don't need them, but look at the look at the money that you have. Find good in all circumstances. That's what the word of God says. How do you fix it? Go within inside yourself, your prayer, your meditation. Remember, we allowed all these things. We voted these people into offices, or we allowed them to get in offices. We are fixing it in the new world. Everything is time and patience with the universal God. It's not working at your pace, but it's working at how it's always worked. Television taught you everything speedy, not in the real world. Everything the world teaches, everything in the real world is time and patience. That's what he's teaching us. Still stay. Also, did you go to sleep with a bad attitude? That's very devastating for your law of attraction, to go to sleep with a bad attitude. So when I first saw the COVID relief bill, I just stayed neutral to it, because the first thought was like, hold on, I don't see the bill. I definitely didn't turn on the mainstream media like a lot of people. But the comments were all, I was like, people still in that old world of thinking. Most people are just like the sheep. They follow. There's a 5% that's different. I always do different. Look at my job right now. This is the new world. The new world is enjoying life how you want. Mine is teaching. So, man, it's a lot of things to be thankful for. Remember, if you put your money in the bank, because I think Bank of America is 0.0006%. But if you invest your money, and I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a brother of the spirit trying to help you. Bitcoin is down right now. Over the weekend, it shot up to over $28,000. Imagine if you I don't know. Imagine if you took some of that stimulus check and put it into the Bitcoin, or there's other Bitcoins under Bitcoin. And just let your money work for you. That's a seed. Just ideas. Gold and silver still down. Stocks, if you're into stocks, we already know when they approve stimulus checks, what usually happens. Plus, when a lot of businesses are down, is the best time to buy everything cheap. So when the economy grows back, look where you'll be at. Look at your position. The future is now. I know they told you to save. Maybe you don't live to see 60 years old. The future is every second. Take control of your money. At least I do. I can make my own thoughts with my inner self, and I can do my own research to do the best things with yourself. You have a guide. You're given a lifetime guide. The lifetime guide can't tell you. You have to ask, and then it researches the information for you and puts it in your mind where to search. You have a lifetime guide with you. That's your inner conscience. That's why when you do your meditation, you want all those voices out of there, so you can hear that inner conscience that's trying to help you. It's your guide. That's your consciousness. So that's the purpose of doing meditation and clearing everything out and getting that good food from your consciousness. It'll tell you. I now do prayer and meditation 3 times a day. Your only battle in life is yourself. Man, life is great. but you have to make it great. So in other words, the new world too, you have to go to it. A lot of people still waiting. Well, they say there's a new. You make the new world by going towards it, by becoming the new world. Life is so beautiful if you make it beautiful. Once again, I teach you healing. I don't teach you health. So I teach you of the Word of God, and that's where my messages come from. Also, remember, when your brothers and sisters like me are giving messages and they help you, go ahead and hit the like. What you send out, you get back. When you send thumbs down, instead of just not listening to the brother or sister again, you only hurt yourself. Everything is the boomerang. Also, another thing with the world, the reason why the Word of God is because the world just repeats itself. The same story of how we were slaves is no different from the words already written, because the world just rotates and it's just a big test. The reason why you keep getting some of the same things in your life, because life is just a test. It'll keep sending you the test until you learn to pass it. Some go through their whole life and never pass the test. The test really is just love and change your thinking. Your perception is your perception. My perception may be different from yours. Only worry about yourself to improve everything in your life, then the world changes. If everyone thinks the same way, the world changes quicker. The more people, so we are all energy. The more people changing their lives, so the quicker everything changes. Majority rules. But it doesn't have control over your life unless you allow it. Devil is not outside, it's inside you. Let me prove it. Remember the story of Noah and the flood. So God told Noah to get a boat to destroy all the mankind. Okay, how did the devil reappear? Because he's in man. The devil's in you if you just call him. So the devil's in the man because they believe they let the devil control them. You just say there is no devil in your life. There's no devil outside. He's in man. So remember Noah and the flood. If God flooded away all the humans and only saved Noah, where did the devil come from? Because he's in man. So, in other words, get away from negative people. Save yourself. I just read you 1 Timothy 4:1. You cannot change people. Change yourself. This world keeps teaching you that if you give people knowledge over time, you must just leave. Most people, what they are, they scared of they follow the sheep because they don't want to be like, they say they want to be like Jesus, but they really don't. Jesus was criticized his whole time here. Jesus went around quoting the scriptures, the word of God, and what'd they do? Hung him on the cross, killed him, crucified him. I got relatives now that cut me off. I don't care. God is my Father. They teach you the human Father created you. The universal God, the creator, the source created you. The universal God put you a mission, a purpose, and sent you to that family. Before you enter the world, you gave permission to come into the world. Then they took everything out of your mind, unprogrammed you. That's why you come as a baby. And then you go on your mission of the world, whatever you got to do. But you must find it. Your God's inside, you have to find all that on your own. You are a spirit, not the flesh. Once you detach yourself from the flesh, then everything changes. You don't worry. I love the family I was sent to, but who is my father, the universal God? That's why Jesus never talked about Mary and Joseph. He always talked about who? His Father, God in heaven. Because that's who you go back to when you leave this world, but you don't die. The only thing you fear is they taught you death like you're dead. No, you're a spirit. You're a spirit on a mission or purpose. You chose your time when it ends, but don't worry. Enjoy the life while it's here. The universe, you supposed to be enjoying this planet. Get out of the maritime law system, which the new world will not have the maritime law system. It would be a constitutional republic. You are a sovereign, free being. There are no taxes. There are no debt in the new world. But if you stay in that world, then you'll stay in that world. You have to choose that. Because if you're still watching the television, you'll never get out of that world. You have to cut that television off, get out here in nature like I'm doing, and then you get thoughts, you get your ideas. Live like Jesus lived. People say in the song, I want to be like Jesus, but they don't live like Jesus. You think Jesus would watch the media on TV? Doctor, you think Jesus would run to a doctor? You have the same power. Psalms 82, 1 through 6, you are God of the Most High. There are no doctors in your word of God. There are no lawyers. There are no courts. They did, who crucified Jesus was the religions. The false religion, the same we go through now. There are no religions in the Bible. There are no Catholics. The Jews, that's a religion of itself. It's not a race. Jews is a religion. It's a cult. Get out of that matrix and enjoy it. Get into the new world. I'm in the new world talking to you, trying to get you into the, I'm in the new world trying to get you out of the old world. Most of that we call them sheep. Most people are like the sheep. They follow each other, scared to go against, scared to do what's right. They'll do wrong following everyone else because they don't want the riddle. I don't care what anyone thinks of me except the universal God. He's the only one I have to answer to in the end. There's no, like my relative, I answer to none of them in the end. When they go to judgment day, the universal God is there. He said, I set you on a mission of purpose. What did you do that whole time? You gonna tell him you were scared of your relatives criticizing you for telling the truth, which was of the word of God? I had relatives over 40 years mocking me with the word of God. I told them there is no sickness and they scoffed. So I departed from that. Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinketh in the heart, so is he. If you say there is no sickness, the universal God, through your guide, will show you the way. He'll show you the steps to never be sick. One step at a time, one day at a time. Each second is the future. He'll show you. Oh, another great thing, guys. I know they keep trying to sell you this stuff. These people supposed to be in the truth movement, still trying to sell you stuff. For one day, every time they speak, they trying to tell you for a certain program you can do it, you can pay, but they keep telling you to pay for their services and they'll show you a little bit more, or there's a Tesla healing system that you can attach to yourself. You can do that. You can do whatever you want. But YouTube has free information. If you go HZ, which is your megahertz healing, you put that on and you go to sleep, you'll get rid of pain. Free. Everything is yourself. The same way that gentleman that you're speaking got the knowledge, he took time and years. That's what it's going to take for you. We want overnight sensations, everything quick. Everything is levels. Enjoy the time learning and passing the test from the universal God, which is improving yourself level by level. You can pay, but the stuff I teach, I never pay. Universal God will show me what he wants to show me. This person is living their experience in their life. So you live your experience in your life how you want. It's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. But out of love, I never saw why people pay for things that's already inside their self. You are mankind. You are not a human. The people teaching you teach you like humans, which is partial of, you are a mankind. You are a man of kindness. That's what you are. You are a spiritual being, so you are spirit, not the flesh. Follow your inner guide that's already with you. They'll give you all the answers, day by day, and then you'll get everything. Some of these people been doing things for over 20 years. So of course they know more than you. But if you keep practicing day by day and walking more towards the unit, you'll get everything added to you at the level you can handle it. There is no fear if you're spirit. It's only faith, and it's only love. It's only peace. It's only joy. It's only abundance. Turn off the lie vision, a vision of lies. Government, remember, government means governed mind. A system of mind control. Google it. What does the word government mean? You guys, I'm going to go for now. Enjoy the extra money that's coming. Use it wisely. Remember, money is like this. Money is a worker for you and your business. The business is yourself. I didn't say love the money. I said the money are workers for you. So if you invest the money into whatever you want to go towards, treat it like a business. That money will work for you. Remember, everything is long term. In the long term, you'll watch the rewards. You don't have to watch every day. Just put it in and don't think about it. Just keep doing your law of attraction. Don't chase. When you chase, everything runs away. When you don't chase, everything comes to you. That's the secret when women, guys, stop chasing. Get on your mission, your purpose, everything will come. You'll meet the right one. You only need one woman. You only need one. Why do you need 4 or 5 women? You need one good woman. And then that's it. And then just be a man. She'll stay there. Kings, hey, I'm going to tell you now, women might get mad. Do kings chase queens? Or do the queens present themselves for the king? I'm just saying. This world taught you that. Because this world, everything is, they teach you invert everything. This world inverts the truth. They take you away from how to be a man and make you more of the female. Same with female. They take a female and make them more of a male. You don't need a man. You don't have to look. It'll just be, Adam went to sleep and he had Eve added to him. That's what God is showing you. That's how it works for everything. You'll just look one day and be like, God, I got $10,000. When you start letting everything add to you and you don't chase, everything becomes abundant, man. And you just sit back in amazement. All the stuff you wrote down, like I showed you earlier, with planting a seed, you write it down, don't think, man, you'll look like, man, it did it, because you stopped worrying about everything and you started enjoying life. And then everything just gets added to you. And you start, and man, life is just lovely. You guys take care. Have a beautiful day. If you're new to me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. That lets others know my messages help you. And I really appreciate you all. I love you all. I'm only here to try to help you as a chosen vessel from the universal God. And thank you so very much. Have a great day. Thank you so much.